Pretty obvious that I'm hardly a metrosexual type of guy, so fashion isn't high on my list of priorities. What I do know is that every guy in his wardrobe should have a pair of blue jeans and a white shirt. Why? Because there's no thought required and it just works. It's simple, there it is, put it on and it looks okay. I guess that's the same feeling I have when I think about a Toyota Corolla. There are heaps of them on the road. It is the most popular sedan in South Africa for the last 26 years. I guess it is like the white t-shirt and blue jeans of the motoring industry in our country. So we're behind the wheel of the new Corolla. This is the 2 litre, so it really is the new one. No more 1800 in the Toyota Corolla stable. That's been replaced by the 2 litre. And again, very, very subtle changes. The most noticeable is the steering wheel. They've gone with this really sporty, chunky D-shaped wheel, which does have a really nice feel. Just concerned that maybe it's too sporty for the Corolla. It's got the same in the 1600s as well. In terms of spec level, again, they've got the 4 options that you can go for. Impact as their entry level, which you're going to find in the 1300s and 1600s, heading all the way through to the exclusive, which you're only going to find in the 2 litres, with professional and advanced jammed in the middle somewhere. Price-wise, starting at 177,000. Going all the way up to 282 for the exclusive 2 litre diesel. So it is quite expensive when you look at its competitors like the Cerato and also the Chevy Cruze. So what is it like to cruise in? Well, they're saying it's a mix between efficiency and performance. But I think the 2 litre is actually a little bit weak in the performance stakes, only 105 kilowatts. And the 1600's got 90. I think from a driving element, the 1600's got a freer revving engine, so you're going to probably enjoy that a little bit more if you are wanting a more dynamic drive out of it. But that said, very, very comfortable car to cruise in. I think that is the beauty of the Corolla, is that it just does what it's meant to do really well. This is the sort of car that you want to be putting family in and getting on the open road and just cruising, because it's not going to blow you away with performance, but it's sufficient, I guess. The thing that everybody loves about Corollas, the space. That really is what you're buying this for. It's got a cavernous boot and good legroom in the back as well, and all pretty comfortable. Things for me though, like I look at the trim inside, they said they've gone for soft touch plastics, but they feel pretty hard to the touch to me, and gone with chrome detailing in the spec level that we're driving now, which gives you a nice feel. When you really look at it, I think it actually looks a little bit cheap, to be totally honest, especially when you're considering the price that you are paying. Drive-wise, we were really impressed. I mean, we're cruising around in Joburg now, but on the launch, they actually took us to the dynamic roads you find in Hazy View and White River, which everybody's like, huh, what are they taking us there for? But let me tell you, it's a very, very easy car to throw around. It doesn't surprise you at all, and actually quite a safe car when you are driving it pretty hard. Very comfortable drive, good setup on the chassis, so they've got that right, but they always have. That's why it's been so popular in this country. Thing that does confuse me, they're going to advertise this car as having a 5-star Euro NCAP rating, which it does have, but only with the VDC, which is not standard on any of the cars in South Africa, which is a bit puzzling. For an extra 4,500 rand, you can get that vehicle dynamic traction control and stability control on the vehicle. 4.5 grand, you can get that on the 2 litre, and that's only going to be happening from October. So just beware of that. It's not on any of the other cars. So that 5-star NCAP rating is only if you decide to fork out an extra 4.5 grand. Bizarre. It should just come standard on these cars, don't you think? What have I come to understand about the Toyota Corolla? Well, it does what it does really well. It's not going to blow you away and inspire you. It is pretty normal as a car. And I think that at the end of the day is what the consumer actually wants. Well, the majority of them. As journalists and guys in the motoring industry, we're obviously petrol heads and get thrilled by looks and performance. But for the average South African, I think they just want a car they can get into, all the switches on the right place, really simple to drive, it's reliable, it keeps going, it's safe, and that certainly is what the Corolla is. And that's why it keeps doing so well. The top selling sedan in South Africa for a reason. It's not going to excite you though.